Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Hades 2, and we've been doing a bunch of the Chaos Trials, and
Another Chaos Trial down.
now we will look at our next one here. It looks like the staff is our bonus weapon, in which case we could go with the Trial of Fury with the aspect of Circe, which I'm fairly sure we haven't used before. That would be at Oceanus, and just take a look to see if there's any other alternatives. Fields of Morning, aspect of Melunui with the Trial of Haste. Well, that aspect, at least, I'm fairly certain we've used before. But maybe we go for the newer one, or at least the one that involves things we have less experience with. So, use the full potential of your magic and multi-hitting weaponry to overwhelm the foul creatures lurking in the depths of Oceanus. Crystal figurine. You know, it's worth checking what these things do. We should double check. After the next Guardian, activate one random inactive Arcana card. So remember, we don't get to choose which Arcana cards we have active for these Chaos Trials. The game chooses for us. So, don't know what we're going to be able to gain in that case. Obviously, we haven't leveled up that keepsake at all either. And then... oh, hold on.
Much deeper than it looks.
It is... over here. After your attack or special hits 12 times, gain Serenity with your next charge move. So your charge moves deal bonus damage, and you rapidly restore magic. Okay, so it makes it easier for you to use more charge moves. Lasts for 5 seconds. Serenity... Omega damage boost is 40%. Obviously higher if we upgrade this further. Okay. I mean, let's give it a shot. Of course, we know that, for the most part, these runs have been not so much challenges as much as just overpowered builds of some variety, usually based around whatever works best for the aspect.
What happened to me?
Oh?
So many minor details to adjust.
Huh? Okay, of course, that may change here. Let's see, that's a bit of a strange opening. But yeah, we saw aspect of sorcery. Tula gives us a Death Defiance. That is helpful, giving us a little bit of margin for error. We have 80 health, which, I mean, this is normally the second floor, so that's okay at this stage of the game. Lots of special damage, and specials or attack can work with the aspect of Circe, but it seems like, given this, we're going to want to focus on the special. We have the bonus bones. Attack has a chance to hit twice. 10% chance. Okay. Whenever we use 40 magic, we create a heartthrob that deals a big chunk of damage. Whoa, wait, what is this from? Is that a hammer upgrade? Your attacks have base 30 additional power? That's very good. You can channel plus 30 magic into your special to deal damage in a much larger area. Okay, so yes, it is all about the attack and the special, which makes sense given what this aspect does. And then Apollo, we do have some boons from him, and he generally has area of effect related things. So in fact, this is primarily Apollo stuff, is it not? And hammer, I think. So let's jump in. Okay, maybe don't stand directly on top of that. The other thing is that, oh, that said ×2.
Olympus.
Wait. What is that? It's not a hex, is it? We've seen that icon before in the bottom left-ish corner right above our Death Defiance, but I still don't remember what exactly that is. I assume it's some kind of passive ability. But I'm gonna be honest with you, despite having seen it multiple times, I still don't know what it is.
You're in blazes, aren't you now, sunshine? It's like you're at the bottom of the sea. Wherever it is, it's awful dark. And as you know, I've always got the cure for that.
True. Let's see. Okay, so we want to focus on specials and attacks, if possible, less on the cast. I mean, sprint, obviously, we're gonna do it one way or the other. And a bit of a defensive sprint plus just the base speed as well. Yeah, we could take that. But what I think I was about to say was that we also may not necessarily have the Arcana that we are used to having here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a big damage boost. We restore magic. Okay, so we can get aggressive on the magic side. 9% chance to deal critical damage. Each move in the charge combo. Okay. Wouldn't be against getting a little more health, but am still, in general, a big fan of Hermes stuff. Is that... Hold on. Is that the usual special? Doesn't feel like it. Might be different with this, Ooh. With this specific aspect. Have we seen that enemy before? It's an armored version of the crab dudes. Seems like. I'm assuming
Hermes.
that the icon in that bottom left corner that I was referring to might have to do with this, the Serenity. Might be an indicator for that. I don't know. I probably should know, though.
Something of a scenic route down to your father's house. Perhaps has the major regions of the underworld locked down, so come to think, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, let's see. Dash, we can do it more frequently, or sprint is even faster and gives us a barrier. Ranged attacks are slower. Let's, we'll go really big on the sprint. That is extremely fast. Okay. So we have a bunch of magic restoration. Yes, we do kind of want to be spending magic aggressively, but at the same time, I think we can get away with going gold here.
Don't look down.
Chaos. Ooh. That is nice. Being able to basically just take them all out immediately. Yup. That is very nice. The special is slow. One thing I'm definitely noticing. Okay, so it would be a mini-boss of some variety, or it's chaos. We're on location 4. I think it's probably... Well, it might be borderline as to whether we'll have enough time to get the Chaos Boon to evolve, depending on if we get any, if we get one that takes a really long time to evolve, then we might not be able to do it in time. But let's give it a shot. We do take damage, and we don't have as much healing as we would usually have because of those Arcana changes we were talking about earlier, but we will take our chances on Chaos.
I anticipated speaking to you thus as you explore the possibilities within the Standing Stone. Perhaps you see them as a series of important missions to complete, or they are merely part of our experiment.
Okay. So, for example, something that says 5 encounters, that makes me nervous. I'm not sure we would have enough time for that to evolve. 3 encounters, we probably could. Gain max life as long as we don't use casts for a little while. Or we lose max life, afterward we use less magic. That's not so interesting given what we're trying to build around here. I think we do this. It's not that good, to be honest with you. If we knew what we were going to see here, then we might have gone for the mini-boss instead. Okay, so don't cast for a little while. Oh, that was a strange layout. Did not know what to make of that at first. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Please pop out of your shell. Ooh, hold on. That was maybe not the best timing. Maybe not the best time to do that. No, stop diving back into your shell. And maybe rather than trying to, get some super big special or charged attack, just keep it simple.
Silence.
Just keep it
In
simple.
the name of Hades.
Okay, attacks deal more damage in a larger area. We are trying to build around the attack more, and we don't have a normal attack boon. We do have various supporting attack boons that are actually very effective. If anything, I would like that to be a higher rarity, though, because it could make a pretty big difference for us. Deal more damage until you take damage. That is nice with our dash, allowing us, since we've become so fast, to avoid damage for a while. After we do take damage, automatically daze all foes in the vicinity and deal a little bit of damage to them. Let's go with the attack boon. I mean, as I said, ideally would be a little bit pickier on that front, but maybe it's still alright. And then we have one Aphrodite boon. I'm not sure if we technically qualify for a duo. At this point, I think we do now qualify for a legendary boon from Apollo. So if we're willing to go mini-boss, we could do that. Honestly, palm on that attack boon that we just picked up might not be the worst thing either. We'll go for this, though. I think they're all decent options, at the very least. I don't like the layout right now. Now we're super powered. Ooh. Nope, please don't do that on me. Please don't explode. Ooh, that's a different kind of enemy. Dodge those real quick.
One left.
Wait for you to blow up. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, not sure this was the most rewarding of rooms, but we'll see what we end up with here.
Been not of late. Swift Hermes has been nowhere to be found. Not here at least, but perhaps somewhere down in your realm,
Unless... Can Hermes give duo boons? Almost made it sound like this was about to be Aphrodite-Hermes duo. But I'm not sure if he can team up with anyone else like that. He might be able to. Thinking back to Hades 1 a bit. Let's see, so attacks gain power, but we prime magic. Honestly, it's a much weaker version of this. It just shows you how incredibly powerful this is. But still might be worth it. Clicked weak on foes. Oh, did I use a cast in that room? I don't remember. I kind of forgot that we weren't supposed to cast. Weak on foes. Well, we don't really want to cast, so you know what? We are going to do this. And again, since we have magic restoration, don't have to be as concerned about aggressively priming magic or using magic. Let's see. We have lost some health. I'm a little bit tempted to take this, to be honest. We've lost actually a somewhat significant amount of health, given how we don't heal in between rooms, unless we take this. And we still have enough magic, or enough gold, that we could still buy something big in the next shop, and that should be coming up fairly soon, and one more room would also get us far enough for our Chaos Boon to evolve, so I think we can afford to take that. And then maybe now that we have a little more Aphrodite stuff going on, even more reason to go for this, otherwise, again, attack boon. Well, I would like an attack boon upgrade. Because we have so much base damage that we're scaling on that if we were to just get the percentage higher, that would add up very quickly. So that is tempting. Oh, you guys are armored. Hit you two? Yes. Very nice. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for just a basic attack. Especially one that can potentially hit twice. There's the Chaos Boon evolving, so now we can cast. We also gained a little bit of extra base life.
In the name of Hades.
Oh, man. That's really hard to say no to. You guys know how much I love the Aphrodite attack because of just how big that damage multiplier is. And what was I saying about how getting a whole bunch of flat damage could work well with a big percentage-based multiplier? Maybe we were kind of sort of building towards something with Apollo, but I mean, I really can't say no to this. Wait, but this is special. Hold on. Hold on just a second. So we'd lose the area of effect, we'd gain way more damage. For some reason, I just totally assumed this was attack. Probably just, you know, wishful thinking. But I guess it's fine for us to take it then. This is probably the... Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the penultimate room. About 10 rooms per floor, so we could either go to the shop and buy some stuff, or just get a free... I mean, it doesn't really matter. Here we're just guaranteeing we get Aphrodite, whereas in this case we could afford a boon, but we don't know what kind we're going to get. Maybe we can afford one other thing. We don't really need much, or at least of the small purchases, we don't really need much else. Let's guarantee we get Aphrodite. Maybe we do get the attack boon. The one that I did want. No. Any max life upgrades have greater effect? No, it's a little late for that. Inflict weak on nearby foes. We could do that. It is now possible for us to build around the cast a little bit more, but I think maybe we just keep it simple. Weaken the enemies a bit. And this will be the final room. We will get the healing from our items. We will be on max health there. Oh, we skipped a guardian. Wait. Do guardians... The ultimate challenge. Okay, I forgot if mini bosses count as guardians or not, because we did skip a mini boss or two. But, yes. Does this do anything for us at all? Because we're going to get an upgrade from it if we beat Scylla, but then the run is over at that point, so, I don't know.
Scylla, I've noticed your song, I Am Gonna Claw, may be inspired by true events. Is trying to drown me not sufficiently entertaining that I must also be the subject of your ridicule?
Oh, how can you be so egotistical even? I had that song worked out since way before you showed up. Any and all similarity is entirely coincidence.
Come on, insulting my hair and attire.
I don't remember that part.
Obsessed with you. But if I'm not the subject of the song, who was, pray tell?
No need to get personal, lady. If I go sharing every detail of my private life with every deranged fan who barges in here, then it wouldn't be a private life, would it?
Scylla is probably what might be my favorite character in the entire game, to be honest with you. Just the way that how well she is written and performed. Incredible. And the song, as I've said before. I am a very big fan of that specific song. Oh, but then they didn't do this. This is not the song that they were just talking about, right? This is a different song. They have two songs that they sometimes do. I missed. Nope, I don't want to be there. Just wanted to sneak in the special. Nope. Oh wait, no, this is the same song. I'm sorry. I just forgot that's what it sounds like at the beginning. Also, that really locked on to Scylla, and that was not who I was trying to aim for. Ooh, this is a nasty corner to get stuck in. How did we not take damage? Dodge. Hello. Now I do want to aim for you. Please turn slightly. Thank you. The visual for our skills looks quite similar. Oh, right, wait, our special does bonus damage if you're up close, like that. Given how slow it is, that's actually a little tricky. I mean, as we previously established, I was hoping it was going to be an attack, not a special from Aphrodite. Oh. I feel like it's not often we see the guitarist as the featured artist. But excuse me, you are not the featured artist, thank you very much. Please leave us alone. Whoa, that was bad timing. One moment. Okay, get over there. Oh, that was quite the dash the guitarist just made. We might have killed her or the drummer. Ooh, that bad, very bad timing. Very, very bad timing. The animosity, the growing animosity in her voice as she continues during those lines is fantastic. Please turn around. Thank you. One moment. Oh, we need the magic. Oh, never mind. Well, now it's just Skillet. Hello. Technically, we can charge this up, wait for her to get close until it is in range for the bonus damage. Okay, this gets a little tricky, though. How many of them there are. Fortunately, our attack is pretty good when it comes to area of effect. And down she goes. Thanks, Tula. Oh! Oh, that's the visual for us gaining the Arcana card since we beat a Guardian, but as I said, the run is over now, so that doesn't really matter. We'll take our reward.
Check.
Chaos observes all, and we will be on our way.
Return to Shadow now.
Crowd goes wild.
of this trial and bid you return.
Alright, a fairly straightforward one at that, it seems.
Trial finished.
One with a weapon that we had, or weapon aspect that we had not used before, and a keepsake that I don't think we had used either. And it is kind of interesting, because it seems like when it comes to how they've structured the upgrade system for the weapon aspects, you know, the first upgrade to initially unlock it requires whatever somewhat unique combination of resources. But then it seems like the second upgrade for almost all of them costs Nightmare, and that's fitting, because it seems like the... Is it Nightmare that we get from these Chaos Trials? No, it's actually from these, the Testaments and Fear. Okay, because I was going to say, that would be kind of clever if you basically get the initial aspect, and then doing that is what unlocks the Chaos Trial. So you try out the weapon aspect initially in that trial, and gain the resource that allows you to upgrade that aspect even further. So there's sort of a natural progression there, and then I think there would still be sort of a workaround if you don't want to do the Chaos Trials, because I'm pretty sure you can still buy that stuff at the broker in town. It just costs some bones, of course, but I guess it's... Oh, what actually do we use that resource for from the Chaos Trials? Probably some of the weapon aspect upgrades, but yeah, no, it's Nightmare that is the one that is pretty universal. So, I mean, all the more reason why using the Fear
To me.
is a pretty big deal. But anyways, we are done with, hold on, let's just double check. What was the name of that one again? What was the one we just finished? Was it Fury? Huh. Didn't seem like it was a very furious run, but if you say so, I guess. Mission complete, and it was a fun one. It didn't feel like it was quite as obviously overpowered. I mean, we had a ton of base attack damage. If we had gotten that humongous rarity Aphrodite attack boon, I think it would have been absurd. But it was still obviously very strong, but it just wasn't quite as flashy as some of the other ones we've had in the past. But alas, this is the right time for us to wrap up here. So hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.